Hi you guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be having a little smorgasbord of content that I found out in the wild. So we're going to start off with olive tree people. They had a little event, only a exclusive group of Huns was invited to go to the olive groves where it all started. So let's just get right into the cringe fest. Off first. Let's take a look at this together. So they're out in the wilderness. Well, they're in the olive tree groves. And you're looking around and you can see that they have, it looks like maybe a cook doing something at a little stand. We have a random man playing guitar. Maybe he's not random. There's a towel there. It doesn't look like there was a huge setup. If you hear dinosaurs in the back, no, you don't. Mind your business. It doesn't seem like they actually put in a whole lot to this event. In the back here between these two trees, you can see there's like a couple tables. I'm not sure what's on there yet. A little tree house that was a big deal. Another table with what looks like maybe some drinks or maybe the olive oil that they drink. Okay, here's a video. I want you to know what's on their heads. Hopefully you can see. I know I'm gonna have to blur it out, but hopefully you can still see it. On their heads is what I believe is olive leaves, halos. Yes. And if it wasn't for an MLM, I'd be like, that's definitely not for me, but I would include it in a video. But when you piece it all together and you're looking at it through this is an MLM lens, it's a little bit funny because I wouldn't do this personally at all, but from the outside looking in, it's a little sad to see MLMers this pumped about some MLM bullshit. I completely understand why they are at this level of hype. I just think it's a little bit sad. Oh, and then here's this. You can get in the Oliveta Jeep. We had a super cool Jeep when I was in Itworks. It was a very big deal. When I saw the Jeep in person at conference, they just had it parked there so everybody could take pictures with it. Notice how nobody was actually driving it. Oh my God, this is the saddest. Do you guys want to see it? You can't answer me because I'm talking to myself in a room. But like, can you see how sad this is? You can tell it's dry. You just know. She's a dry lady. Okay, let's see how it tastes. Ugh, oh. It's actually not as chemically as I thought it was going to be. It's definitely not a fresh cinnamon. No, you don't care. I want to add this before anybody goes to my comment section to try and hold me accountable. I need you to check my subscriber count. And then I need you to ask yourself how many companies you think are chomping at the bit to sponsor me. There's 0 people in the line, right? Okay. I kind of thought that was obvious. Maybe it's not. But I did get a comment a little while back of, it's giving undisclosed ad. No, no one is sponsoring me. Okay. Please don't hype me up by accusing me of having undisclosed ads. I think it's a little funny that it's a newer company and they're gonna sit there like in one of my last videos when I was watching, I think it was another olive tree people, hun. And she was like, no, I don't know any other company that has this. I'm like, itworks literally has that, and probably multiple other MLMs because they're all generally the same. But you have to wonder, she probably got in that Jeep and was like, wow, what an exclusive experience. Really just exclusive to the other reps. I'm gonna go get more of these. I'm gonna go get more. They're buy one, get one free at Publix. So I can see why the crunchies were drawn to this company, or the people who suddenly turned crunchy when they joined a crunchy MLM. It is attractive, and it's attractive little certificate, which doesn't actually translate to anything, but within the company, I guess. Olive tree certificate. This certificate is proudly presented to blank. 2% owner of the wild growing mountain olive tree. Wow, that's a big percent. Location. Oh, I'm not going to try to say that. Nature reserve. Olive tree people. Olive tree type. Olive tree age. Oh, okay. Yeah, so this is the thing where they got to put a little tag on the tree. And I think essentially it's like their tree, or like it's dedicated to them or something. And then there was a donkey. I saw several people take pictures with this donkey, probably just for aesthetic. Really, any of these events are just opportunities to give your other teammates FOMO and inspire other people to join your tribe. Okay, and then they had a dinner and they dressed up as cows. And all this is reminding me of is the bison and cow comparison that was given at the Monat conference this year. But it's not, but I don't think this is as demeaning. I think it just seemed like a fun thing that they decided to do. But that was my first thought was, oh, funny. Okay, and then they ended up in somebody's house, and I'm not sure who. Maybe it's where they're staying. And it looks like they had a little cooking class or something. And then there were some gifts given, and at least these are practical. A spoon? Who's not gonna eat? Everybody needs spoons, and these are cute. This is great. Like, instead of meaningless tchotchkes, this is very practical. I enjoy practical gifts. So I would enjoy, if I was in this MLM, I'd be like, wow, spoons. Yeah, I can use that. It says the thoughtfulness and encouragement here. I'm grateful to be a part of this incredible team. You can tell I'm I'm getting old because I just had to zoom in to read this. I'm grateful to be part of this incredible team and for all the support as they grow and hit new milestones. This journey has been so rewarding, and kindness of my uplines makes it even sweeter. They should be kind to you. They're making money off of your work. So grateful for this company. Every new rank you reach, the amazing leaders here send you a gift. It's so sweet and so, so generous. I had an extra so, I suppose. When I was with my old company, the leaders did that too. I think when you hit diamond or double diamond or something, like you got something. I got a pin from the company and a good job from my team. I've since thrown that pin away, I believe. And of course, they're giving you a gift. They want you to keep doing what you're doing. They don't want to lose you. Oh, it's a mug. Oh my God. Well, at least it's a practical gift. Is it a little tchotchke? Yeah, I think a mug is a little bit of a tchotchke, but it also has a purpose. So I can't really hate on this too much. And it's cute. Okay, and it looks like Oliveda heard me come. I'm just kidding. They don't know who I am. But it looks like they gave some of these reps that were on this trip full-size products. Can, and I hope they were for free. That's what I'm getting from this picture. I'm assuming they didn't have to like buy it while they're there and then say thank you for something they purchased with their money. I don't want to speak too highly of it, but I do think it should be the standard in MLM that when you sign up, you get free products. Like at least one, like you pick something to get for free that you're going to talk about. But why do you have to reach a certain status, go on this exclusive trip, and then get free product when the people who actually really can barely or not afford the products could use that even more? Just something to think about, I guess. And then it looks like they have their special menu at their dinner. Oh, and they were getting on the ground and taking aesthetic pictures with the little wreath with whatever that certificate is on the ground. Oh, there's a boss babe in the back doing it too. Do you see what I mean? Every time I see them going to an event and they act like it's this great gathering and they're so excited to hang out with their tribe and their boss babe sisters. And I think to a degree that is true because I felt that way too in my MLM. But we can't just look at the surface of what it is and what they tell us it is. It is also a photo op, just a giant photo op. Mostly, I would say, to motivate their teams to do better so they can do it, but then also to inspire the new people who are definitely going to join after this because, the FOMO's just working and they cannot wait to join your team. It's so shallow, and I don't miss being around people. Like, even when I was there, even though a lot of it was fun, I don't miss being around people who are just on their phones and taking a bunch of pictures. And I don't miss being one of those people either. Like, please, no, thank you. Next, I want to take a look at some itworks huns. Oh my gosh, I feel like itworks is not getting really any traction within the anti-MLM community. If you guys can point me to someone who like covers their active goings on. I don't even know who the top boss babes are right now. I know who the ones who used to be big either went to other companies or they're just not as successful as they used to be in Networks, it appears. But I don't know like who the it girls are right now. Let's start right here. I think this was It Works. It might have been Monet. I screenshotted it without her name, so it's less for me to blur out. But I just want to say how on the outside you see things like this and you're like, that's low-key weird. And I don't think I'm weird for thinking it's weird. I think I'm just seeing it for what it is, because I don't go to anyone who's not a Boss Babes social media and see them say, looking for babes. Because why would you say that? That's such a weird way to put it. Looking for babes. I feel like when I see people caption their stories in social media this way, it just tells me that you obviously copied someone else, because I have to think, so I can be okay, that the amount of people that actually would say something like this normally, like in real life, verbally, outside the MLM, is so small. That has to be a small amount of people. Because what the fuck? Who talks like this? I'm looking for babes. Looking for boss babes who are looking to earn an extra income and $800 plus in bonuses alone. Like, you notice how normal job ads don't read this way? Like, you can see, you can find out the salary, you can find out if there's room to grow in the company, or if there's bonuses, and you can always inquire during the interview process. But this, to me, it gives scam. You're looking for babes and you word all your captions like this. It's giving scam. It doesn't give legit. Oh, and then here we go. Always close in, and then the praying hands, because we always close in prayer. These top boss people who are in like the highlighted green box at the top have been the number one income earners since, literally since I can ever remember. The fact that let's see how many people are on here. We have 165 people on this call, and they just assume everyone's Christian, which is pretty safe to do when you're in the United States. It's safe to assume people, if they're religious, probably are Christian. I think that's safe to say. And I think that a lot of people like myself, like when I hear Christian, that can also, I know Mormons and Christians are not the same thing. But when I think of Christians, I think also Mormons are adjacent somewhere in that. Catholics, all of that stuff kind of falls in that umbrella. They're not interested really in having a diverse array of people, at least not when it comes to religion, because the service that they have at these events are Christian services. They're for Christians. And I haven't even seen a whisper of any other religion. They just make it non-denominational and then put on a show. And in Monet, you can be a boss babe and get on stage. Oh, look, and this girl got a packet of samples. I guess, does that count as full-size products? I feel like it doesn't, because you're not getting, these come in like, or at least it used to come in like a baggie. So you would get like a whole, like if you were, how it would come if you were to order it for yourself. This just looks like a sample pack, and it has her name on it. Oh yeah, this is from Preacher's Wife. They had a coastal cowgirl theme here, maybe? And they got to go to the Itworks headquarters and the ranch. Like Monet in past years at their conferences, I think the food was the most exciting part. I'm just going to include some clips of some stuff that I saw, and I was like, yeah, that sounds ideal for me. What was it, girl dinner trend, where you just like eat like a little board of like all your favorite things, little pieces of things, and that's your meal? Love. All right, we've got some fruits here and a muffin. Oh, and then this cute little meal. And I can kind of handle eggs sometimes. It takes me a while to eat them, but like I'm working up to it, guys. I'm working up to being, less of a vegetarian. It's not for ethical reasons, please. Maybe you wish it was. It's just because my brain ruins my food when I'm eating. And a little pot of potatoes and some asparagus. I love it. Anyways, and then you got like a little tassel. Collect memories at each a tchotchke. At each experience this week, you'll receive a unique keychain charm designed to stack and create a one-of-a-kind keepsake. These charms come together to capture memories from every special event, building a lasting reminder of each experience. Start stacking and let the adventures live on, one charm at a time. Is this the first one? Because I wouldn't want any more than that. A keepsake? What do they think? People are going to put this like on their keychain? Not I. Oh, look, we have a background because we have to give people something when we're giving them nothing. Okay, and then this chick got some tchotchkes. It looks like maybe it's a fanny pack, a piece of paper, and a hideous hat. I don't know what it is with MLMs and their obsession with hideous headwear. Please. I think one time it works had like a sun hat, and that was fine. I'm not doing the big sun hat thing, and I never could get with it when I was in MLM because it was too much for me. But they have this thing with these like flat ugly hats, and this one, I mean, please stop. They've always been ugly. And if you don't want to hear me be like a negative bitch about these hats, they look good on no one. I'm sorry, you can be stunning and amazing, incredible, and a literal gift to this planet visually and put that hat on, and I will not think it looks good on you. They look good on no one, and they don't look good on men either, so it's not even exclusive. Just stop with these hats, throw them away, or just do a regular baseball hat, 10 times more flattering. Here is a post from Preacher's Wife. So grateful for an excellent afternoon at Pentecost Ranch. I don't think this is her first time being here either. We started with pictures, feeding the animals, a swampy buggy ride, a tour of the property, more pictures, and food. Obviously, as someone who was a peon in an MLM, I never went to anything like this. But I have to think, from my experience in MLM and watching it from the outside now, that this is more to say to these top boss babes who are at this event, keep going and you can have this too. And post this stuff so the peons under you that we know will never be here also think they can achieve it. There's something so powerful about just resting in accomplishment. For the longest time, it was hard for me to enjoy what I achieved because I was so hungry for what's next. Now I realize the power of savoring a moment. You've been in itworks for so fucking long and you just learned that. Was that judgy? That's really how I feel though. I've been to this ranch tons of times, and every time I leave dreaming bigger and wanting more. I bet it's really just not that exciting anymore. Get around dreamers. Dreaming is contagious. Oh my God. Did you guys, if you've been here for a long time, do you guys remember that video I posted? I might have taken it down. I took down like a lot of videos a while ago that just like did not perform good. And I was like, let's just take these down. No one liked them. Let's just take them down. I was sitting there in my room when I lived in Georgia and I was like, I'm looking for dreamers. I'm looking for people who want more. Like, it was so bad and so not like me. Like, I don't talk like that. I don't like motivational speeches and stuff. I think I was probably trying to emulate like the top boss babes at the time or be something that I wasn't because my actual personality would not attract people into an MLM. So that's what that line just reminded me of. Earning trips like this are so much fun. If you only knew how incredible being a part of this company was, you'd join today. What's incredible about working for free? Can you explain that one to me? It's not like an apprenticeship, which I also don't support unpaid labor, but it's not even apprenticeship where you're getting transferable skills to move up in a paid position. Your payment at all is contingent on either having the right amount of customers with the right amount of like sales volume under them or buying a certain amount of product yourself. That's the ways you can qualify to get your paycheck. What's so amazing about that? Oh, well, if you're making X amount of money, then it's worth it and it's not that bad. Okay, well, most people don't do that, so sorry to solve that mystery so quick. Join today, my ass. I'm not even reading the rest of this. Oh my God, here we go. I found Jesus truly in this. Oh my God. Okay, no, we have to read it. I started because we couldn't afford our monthly bills. We needed extra income and I didn't want another job where I'd miss more time with my daughter. I completely understand that. I had no, but like there's got to be literally so many other things you can do before doing an MLM. And it'll be easier to get the money and a lot of times you can get the money the same day. I had no idea that this company would transform me into the woman I am today. That's giving a lot of credit to someone who doesn't even give you an hourly or fair wage. I found Jesus truly in this company. Did you find him or was it shoved down your fucking throat in ways that you probably won't recognize right now? As a matter of fact, let me go on a quick rant. If you don't want to listen to my rants, I'm a little offended. But I was at the grocery store today and there is something about the area I live in where every week, at least one time a week, I will be at the store and somebody will come up to me in some sort of conversation, or when I'm checking out, their politics and their religion will come up. And it is always Christians, and it is always obvious Trump supporters. Not that I'm saying like those people are bad. It's just like you people cannot keep it in your pants, so to speak. I will not ask when I'm at the grocery store. I do not care. But don't prove my assumptions right. It's so annoying. And I'm not nice about it either. I'm not Miss Nicey Nice. And I don't know what about me, especially now that I'm not blonde, says, please come talk to me about that shit as though I'm gonna agree. Shut the fuck up. What makes you think that's appropriate to say to me? I'm at the fucking grocery store. I don't give a fuck. And so I was at checkout, and this lady is badgering the cashier, talking about like how she wants to homeschool and what's going on in the schools today. And not like, hey, our children are being indoctrinated with religion in schools, and that, yeah, that's a problem. Oh, and our elected president wants to endorses that, and he wants to bring prayer back in schools. But it's fine because it's your agenda, right? Because that group of people, that crowd hates agendas, yet it's fine when it's your agenda to shove down people's throats in the grocery store. God, I fucking hate it here. Anyway, it's worse than when I lived in Arizona, if that clues you in. And before that, actually, I went to go, they have, coupon dispensers around in Publix, and there was one for diapers, and I grabbed myself one. Oh, but before I could do that, I had to pull out somebody's little paper card with religious propaganda on it. Oh, yeah, you didn't know? You didn't know that religious propaganda exists and it's not a kindness? How selfish do you have to be to give them the gift of Jesus? Give people some fucking money. Christmas is coming up. Or don't leave anything there at all. There should be some sort of like rule for people doing that. Shit pissed me off. I became a better mom because of the mentorship of this company. What the fuck are you actually saying? The mentorship in the company should have only to do with the job. It should not have a fuck thing to do with your personal life. They should not be giving you parental advice at your job. They should not be giving you relationship advice at all, or religious advice at the job. It's not appropriate. It's not appropriate. I don't know what is wrong with people. I do know. Why am I saying that? I do know what's wrong with people that they think that's appropriate. It's called brainwashing and indoctrination, but it's fine when it's your cause, right? Right. Let's all remember that. I'm a better wife. So she's crediting her MLM for her being a better mom and a better wife and finding Jesus. I feel like those are qualifiers to point us in the commercial cult direction. That's what that sounds like to me. That's not inspiring. That's scary. I'm wealthier and financially literate because of this company. I'm so disgusted. I'm so disgusted by this right now. I can't even start with that one. I have freedom because of this company. Do you? What freedoms? Can you be specific? my kids get a present and healthy mom because of this. Yeah, if you just mean like being around, but you're on your phone the whole time, I guess. I don't know where your standards are. I can't express my gratitude enough. And for something that's not paying you for the work that you're putting in, it's not like if you're doing, what is it, like UGC, you create like content and then you sell it. I think that's a general description of it. That makes sense to me. You make a thing, you sell it to a company, and they get to use it. But you're going to do the same thing for free for an MLM. Actually, you're going to be grateful to have the opportunity to do that free labor while they benefit off of you buying products every month and all the work that you're going to put in that actually won't even turn that big of a profit for you individually. But they're banking on the fact that little peons like you won't know, and you're going to buy products every month, and they don't really give a fuck if you're successful or not because they're making that amount every month. I can't have enough of this one because this girl's gonna piss me off. Oh, and then at registration, yeah, so they just have a bunch of sample packs that they gave out to people. That's pathetic. If a new MLM can give people at one of their events full-size products, itworks can too because itworks is older, I believe. Okay, here's a look at the venue. Woohoo. Okay, taking videos of the room, secrets in this bag. It's probably the next product to launch. Breakfast at the Reds. Of course, we are making our skinny coffee at the table. So fucking dumb. And they're just hoping that the waitress is gonna ask. They are literally hoping and praying that the waitress is gonna ask one of them, and then they're gonna squabble over who gets the sale or who gets the rep's number. Ooh. Even they're stirring it up. And here's the thing, the keto coffee would, like, okay, I might sound so lazy for this, but you have to like wipe the mug before you put it in the dishwasher. You can't just rinse it off because it sticks. There's like a sticky ring in there. So I hope they have a powerful dishwasher there. Oh, and they have a bar. Yay. Nothing like booze and MLM. Oh, this bartender looks annoyed. Like, shut these bitches up. And if you want to know more about alcohol and MLM, I listened to the audiobook version of Hey Hun by Emily Paulson, right? Am I right? That was really good. And it was a lot, it was very digestible, the information and her experience that she was putting out there, but she touches on that and her experience with alcohol and the MLM together. So if you're curious about that, go listen to that or go buy it on Amazon or go buy the book. Oh, the slide. Yeah, we all thought we were going to be on the white couch and we all thought we'd get on the slide. Okay, like you're at corporate. Did we not just see the Monet Huns go to corporate and pretend that they're corporate baddies? Like, for what purpose? Okay, that is going to be it for this video. If you like this video, give it a little likesy poo. If you have commentary to share with the class, leave that down below. And if you super like this video, share it with your besties. And you make sure you are subscribed so you get to see all of my videos. Thank you guys again, and I will see you in the next one.